they played the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They played the mash.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the extra part of Clock Tower. Here I'm going to be showing off some of the other features and endings and all that sort of good stuff. Although this first thing here, this isn't to do with any other endings, this is to do with the outcome of the S ending, the ending I got in my Let's Play. And, you know, that's a lot of what I'm going to be showing off in this extra part. And this is kind of my end of the month celebration, so happy Halloween to all of you. But essentially, at the very beginning of the game here, the music starts playing at this bit, and this is normally when it went straight left, and we saw the scissorman pop down from the ceiling, but you can instead go into this door right here, which I never actually went into, and this will change what the S ending ends up being, and you'll see why. So we have this misty bathroom here, very ominous. I don't think I ever even went in this room during the Let's Play, but if we go ahead and open up the curtains over here, we find Laura strung up to the shower, and very much dead. And potentially this is when you first find the scissorman. So, this is just kind of an alternate way to start the game, and an alternate way to end the best ending, because as you can see here, Laura is very much dead. Anne is nowhere to be found. In the ending we got, Anne was killed early on and Laura was with us at the end, so you can kind of just switch who gets to live. But what about Lot? Well, unfortunately there's no way for Lot to live, but I'll get more into that later. Now, I was originally going to dedicate this to showing off every possible ending, but it was going to take a long time, and a lot of the endings aren't really worth talking about. They're very similar and not very interesting. For example, most of them just end in the same fashion. This one has you electrocuting Miss Barrows, which isn't all that different. This one has you kicking her off a ladder. Still not all that different. This one has birds killing Miss Barrows again, only this time your friend doesn't live, so really not worth talking about. Most of those endings aren't interesting, although there is an alternate pathway to taking them that is interesting. Essentially, go to see Miss Mary, or Miss Barrows, before you've discovered your father's memo, and something different will play out, as you can see. Now typically, we would know that she's a threat at this point because of the memo our father left in the secret room, but right now Jennifer's being far, far too trusting. Yes, just go ahead and drink this, Jennifer. There's definitely nothing wrong with it. It'll calm you down. Oh, okay. Well, she's just going right into that. So with that, Jennifer faints, and we're taken to a completely brand new area. Upon waking up, we're in a prison cell with one other guy. And this is the reason I want to show this off, is just because it's a brand new area I never looked at during the Let's Play. And I think you have to go this way to get some particular endings. But again, those endings are just escaping without your friends in a slightly different way. And usually at the top of the clock tower, using the switches and all that. This other guy here. Who are you? Food. Oh. So yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's not a pleasant sound at all. That's just a dead end. That's not what you're supposed to do. What we have to do is use the ham here. You might wonder what the point of that was during the Let's Play, but it's right here, where you pick this up in the fridge, in the same place where we had to use the insecticide on the bugs. But this is Simon Barrows, I assume the father of the two children. And so it is kind of interesting that you get to see all this right now, because you wouldn't be able to see all of this if you went after the best possible ending, so you wouldn't get to see Simon Barrows, the supposed homeowner, or who we initially presumed was the homeowner. He's telling us more about Cradle Under the Star and all these riddles and all that. And after hanging out in this cell a bit longer, it should happen in just a moment. Oh, there she is. There's Lot. So Locke comes in here while we're in the cell and rescues us. Simon Barrows doesn't actually come with us, he just hangs in here, I guess. If he didn't feel like moving, what's the point of putting him in a cell in the first place? Anyway, once we leave this cell, we head out far right, and we can just head back to the mansion where we typically were. Although here's the thing, Lot at this scene is killed by Miss Barrows. So Lot unfortunately doesn't have any way out, which is really, it's stupid how two of the girls can get out but Lot can't. And actually, if you skip Lot's death scene and go straight to the elevator without looking at her death, you get eaten by the elevator, which this isn't just a dead end, this is an actual ending, like counted as one of the main endings. The credits even start to roll at this point, which is very bizarre, very jarring, I might say. But I felt like showing this ending off in full form, since it's a bit different than the other ones where it's just killing Miss Mary in a different way. So, yeah, getting eaten by an elevator, or I guess killed by the Scissorman inside the elevator? Something like that. One of the other endings I hinted at earlier in the Let's Play was getting away in the car. There's actually a car key right next to the car here, and if you try to use it on the car initially, well, actually, we know she'll get in the car and be like, we need to use the key. If we use the car key on the door, Jennifer will very much recognize that we can actually use this car to escape. Like, we can get out of here right now. But Jennifer is hesitant because, as she puts it, but the others. So Jennifer won't leave, not knowing that the others are probably going to die. If you just keep clicking on it one or two more times, she'll eventually gain the courage to get in the car and get out of there. And this is also an ending, and this might be the first ending you get just because, well, it's straight to the left from where you start, and it's the quickest one to get. You just grab the car key and get out of here, and I love that this is included here. You even get this neat little picture here of you escaping the car. And the thing is, you might ask yourself, well, okay, she doesn't want to leave initially because her friends might still be alive. What if she knows they're dead, right? What if she saw Lot's death and she saw the death of either Anne or Laura? In that case, you would actually get a different ending, in which Jennifer goes to her own home and was found dead in her house 3 days later. It's not told exactly why she died, but it's just kind of a variation on this ending, but very similar in how you obtain it. And so that's, I think, all the endings I covered now. But once the credits actually end here, we get the true conclusion here. Well, looks like you can't just get the easy way out. So, if you want the best ending, gotta do the work. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and have yourself a happy Halloween.